Okay, so a little switching gears, but this is still heavily CSS related. Responsive web design using CSS. I'm going to link my style sheet. And I have my website. Okay. When you hear the word response or words responsive web design, what comes to mind?
Should it be nice on all screens?
Yes. Support all the users. What do you think is the most common way for someone to find your website? Mobile. Good. Who's pulling out the laptop everywhere you go, just like you do your phone? Not many people. Some people with iPads, but most people visit your site first time on the phone. But later they may visit on a laptop, later they may visit on a tablet. We have to account for all of that to make our websites responsive, meaning it responds to whoever's visiting. It adapts to their situation, which has its own problems to deal with. But let's see. For this, so a whole bunch of text. So maybe on a big screen, it's supposed to find. As soon as we get to mobile, we've now taken our entire screen space with this one big thing of text. And so when it's this size, it should change. When it's this size, it should change. When it's this size, it should change. Brief for this, you open up your DevTools. I typically stick this to the bottom for responsive design. But in Chrome, if you're not using Chrome, we may have to look at it, but you should be using Chrome if you can, because right down here, there's a toggle device toolbar that is immediately available regardless of where you are in your DevTools. You click this, the page goes to a responsive view of how big it is. So this is a 400 pixel wide by 510 pixels tall. And we can say, I want to see what my site would look like on a Galaxy S5. And show me that at 100% resolution. So this is what my text would look like right now on a Galaxy S5 or S5. iPhone X. Okay, it's not true resolution. All right, sometimes it doesn't look that bad. We're really, when we run responsive view and we went to mobile, like actually it looks pretty bad. So we want to use this device toolbar when we're designing, especially mobile, because we're not seeing true mobile when we're on the desktop. When we're not in these responsive tools, when you drag left and right, up here you'll get a little pixel of how big things are, and it's hard to see. But the smallest the screen will get is 500 pixels wide. How wide is an iPhone screen? Is it 500 pixels wide? Is it more or less? Do we know? I didn't know, so I don't know why I'm asking this question. But in here, we go to iPhone, let's say iPhone 6. 375 pixels wide, which means we will never actually see what a true mobile size looks like if we're not using that tool. The smallest we can get is 500 pixels. So when you're designing for mobile and tablet, this is going to be your best friend. We can look at iPads as well. Yeah, like here's an iPad. Here's the iPad screen to see what it looks like. You can rotate it like an iPad screen would to see what it would look like in the other view. So at the very least, each website should have 3 versions: a mobile, a tablet, and a desktop. But most people say that if you're just sticking to those 3, you're still not supporting like 30, 40% of your users. So you'll end up doing more for little tweaks here and there, but the main things you want to think of is mobile, phone, tablet, desktop. Which do you think you design first, mobile, tablet, or desktop? Oh, that is it's mobile. Why mobile? Why mobile first? That's one for sure. Everyone has a phone, or most people have that. It is the smallest, which means what in our CSS? It's the least amount of our CSS. To design a whole page takes less CSS than the desktop page because it's less landscape. So if we start desktop and we fill in 600 lines of CSS and then we try to start slimming it down, we're going to end up having to erase a lot of our CSS to the smaller sizes, as opposed to just slowly adding on to the page rows. So if we can start mobile, we'll be the happiest designers because we don't have to undo ourselves every step of the way. So when we design a website, after Mario Pest Control, you just do desktop. After this, any website we tell you to make, you'll want to start mobile. If you still try desktop, I'll let you do it, just because you gotta learn the lesson somehow. Just be aware it is harder to do it that way. So what is all this? This is a long-winded introduction to say we're going to learn media queries with CSS. Responsive web design and media queries. So I'll put this in Slack. So here's an example of responsive web design. Here's if we're doing like a penciled layout. They call this a wireframe. I want my desktop to my title, footer, maybe a sidebar and an app bar. Tablet, I want this sidebar to actually go to the bottom below the footer. And on mobile phone, the most common thing to have happen is you just stack everything, right? Everything is a horizontal bar stack on top of each other. So the way we do that is through CSS Media Queries. Essentially, you are rewriting your CSS from the site, but there are a lot of things that save you from keeping your code, helping you keep your code dry. So let's look at a couple of these, some of the syntax of how they're used, and I go from there. Basically, what we'll have doing is we'll be telling our CSS to listen for specific screen sizes, much like in a net listener. And when the screen size hits a specific range, we'll tell it to pop to a different style. So let's start. We won't use the responsive tools right now, just so we can see this a bit better on my screen, because everything's a little bit blown up. So let's just create a hello world h1 here, give it an ID of title, and go to our CSS. So right now, our screen size is 601 pixels wide. We'll go down to 500. So I'm starting mobile first. I'm going to say my by default, when they hit mobile, my title should have a background color of dodge blue, font weight of lighter, font family sans serif. Kind of just creates default styles here, a little bit of padding. So the border is spaced out, and I'll remove all margin by default from my site. And I will, So there is my mobile view title. Wonderful. Well, when I expand, let's say, this comes out and hits 700 pixels, I'd like it to change. The only thing I'd like to change is the background color. I'm thinking different themes, maybe. So it's 600 pixels wide. Maybe from 600 to like 900, I'm going to keep a different style. So we should see this change. So what do? Underneath my base style, I can say, let's create a query. Let's make my CSS listen. So the syntax for this, @media. And there are a bunch of types of media queries. You can specify exactly what it's for. If you want to get specific, we'll say this media query is only for the screen, and the dimensions are the following. This is you don't need this syntax. You could just say @media, but this is more specific, so more preferred. And recognize the space between all these. They're all essential. It'll break if there's not a space between each of these words. In the parentheses, we define what's the range. Yeah.
So I was going to ask if string, like a keyword or something.
Yeah, it is. So there's other ones. There's queries for audio, video, all that.
So you can print the same thing without the keyword.
Yes. So if I say only screen, this won't affect the other types of queries you can do, like printed media, a couple others. So in this context, maybe not necessary to specify screen, but it's a little more preferred in the long run. So I'm just going to start with, inside the parentheses, we define where actually this query occurred. So when you're doing mobile first, you'll always use min width. when the minimum width of the page hits whatever size, do the following styles. So we're at 500. We want this to change as soon as the screen hits 700. So I'll say when the minimum screen size is 700 pixels, everything in here is your new style. Okay, so what I'd like to do is I'll grab my title selector again, that ID, and I'll give it some new styles. All I will tell it to do is change its background color to green. So notice I'm not redeclaring my selector here. I have to grab it again inside the query to make sure I'm changing the style. As the page grows now, as soon as we hit 700, turns green, blue, green, blue, green. Very fun when this works. It's very frustrating when it doesn't.
So that would be, all right, so it's not set to like the actual screen size, like the monitor size.
Right, it's to go off of the pixel size. Yeah. Because we can get pixel specific with iPhones, you know, over 340 pixels, Galaxy same way we talked about. So we say, hey, the screen size happens to be larger than 700. We want the style to be used instead. It's a little better for the user.
And that's just for like on the desktop.
Desktop, tablet, mobile phone, we can do all of that with media queries. So this would be considered our mobile title. This would be probably our iPad.
Would you do when it hits a certain size, switch to an entirely different style sheet?
Oh yeah, if you wanted to. Yeah, for sure. For the time being, you're going to want to keep everything kind of together. The more common thing to do is put your query in their own CSS files. But let's build up to that. Let's do everything in one so we can kind of see it. So first we have mobile. Then we have tablet. What are we missing? Desktop. Okay, so I'm done with that query for now. That's all I wanted it for. So now I'll make another one for desktop. What do we think? How do I declare this? What should the sizing be? It's going to be this exact same line. So at media, only the screen, and in this case, if it happens to hit something like 1100 pixels. Now we're in desktop. So I want to change my title again when it's on desktop. I'll make the background color of Firebird. So now we can see being affected as a different device sets this. So here's tablet, there's desktop. Right, if we're working in this manner, it's a lot easier. Because did I have to redeclare all the other parts of the title as the query's true? You don't. Everything that you don't override, so all I did was override color, these ones still apply. I didn't tell them to go away when the screen got bigger. I just told it to change the color. So these three styles are still part of this H1 unless I were to overwrite them in one of the queries. Let's say I want to get rid of the font family. We'll change the font family when we're on or on the S tile on the desktop. So I'll say fonts. Now we keep on sans serif, even though the color changes here. We still have this font family sans serif. Now when we hit desktop, it goes to that's not the bottom, but it changed.
It didn't actually. So did it really change? Because it doesn't look like that.
No, it doesn't. Oh, it's not a default one apparently. So you can go to Georgia. So this is why mobile query is important. You don't have to redeclare your CSS styles. You change the ones you want to change. You can, like this, change the ones you want to change, or you can override them. You know, actually on tablet, I don't want any padding. This is the inherent issue. If you start with desktop, you're going to start with a lot of styles. So all of your media queries, instead of just like changing one, you're going to end up having to undo a bunch you did for desktop to make it more suitable for a mobile size. So do yourself a favor, start mobile, and then all of your tablet and desktop styles are done within queries.
Are we gonna learn like this is other things like
Yeah, web extensions. Yeah, we can go over them. Not today, but we will briefly at least. Mostly for compatibility purposes. Google Chrome knows what we're doing here, but other browsers may not. Like Mozilla, they need their own extension. So on some of these, you have to actually say Moz and tell it, you know, for Mozilla. Yeah, one for WebKit, one for Mozilla, and then one just by default. So really, I declare this 3 times. One would be a WebKit. One would be a Moz. This isn't the right syntax, but very similar. Yeah, that's right. And now it's supported on like Internet Edge, Safari, in case this is going to break, and then Mozilla. Not all such as you have, only a couple. And there's plugins you can do it. It does it for you. So, but this is what we want to get down today. So minimum width is the one I am introducing, because I want to ingrain in your head to start mobile first and use in width. But if you started big and small, you could also use max width. So if it has a maximum width or less than 700, as you scale downwards, and you can also set ranges. You can say if the min width is 700 and the max width is 800 with a and. So now it's a range in between.
Didn't we set a height?
What's that?
Didn't we set a height?
No.
Oh, that's a really good question.
As responsive web developers, we don't care about height. Because if someone's doing this for a website, they just need to learn how to use a website. Users are very used to scrolling in what direction? Up and down. How often do you like to scroll left and right?
Never.
Unless it's like Netflix with an infinite scroll, they accounted for that. They know they don't like it, so make it pleasant. Let's look at a really nice example of a really bad responsive site. Lens card. Lens card. There we go. This guy is awesome. Like as far as design of the site, pretty intense. He has a lot going on. Yeah. I think he's pretty successul because it's been over a year since I've seen this, and it just keeps growing. Now, this is nice, right? Big old white space because that left bar needed some more time to fill in the page, and then some random footer. And then let's look at its responsivity. Wonderful. We all like this, right? Now we get the game of where's my left side scroll? Cool. So we don't want people to do this or have to do that. It works for me, but he's his own. We all can't be lean. What's that?
Yeah.
So we don't want this. Now let's go to a site that's really good at media queries. Pretty much any major site. Let's go to, let's just go to home. Okay, so here's the desktop view, right? Got a little logo, a little tab bar, nice big header. Some of these do have infinite scrollers, but again, it's a pleasant experience and not actually having to scroll. Let's see how this changes when we go to tablet. Okay, little size jump there. What changed up here? Nav bar moved over here. So desktop, it's there. Tablet, it's over here. All the CSS Media Queries. All right, let's see what mobile looks like. The stacking effect. Now it's beautifully stacked, the same nav bar. But, you know, we get this 4x4 in the mobile, as soon as it goes to tablet, it's up, still 4x4 at this point. All right, larger tablet, now we got a 3x2, and then desktop, we just get single rows.
So that's basically what you do in CSS is.
Yeah, with my background color changing, this is what we're looking at. This is the end goal with the next 2 weeks. This I try to recreate the site once for about a year. I'm like, okay, I get it. It's hard. But if you want a good exercise, then this is a great thing. Like, find a website you like and try to recreate their homepage. It's going to put you through quite the ringer, but you'll learn a lot from it. All right, so everyone has to start somewhere. We're going to start with a little exercise on this by revisiting this. Did you guys do the first or an example of this already?
Yeah.
So now your goal is recreate this, but when they go to mobile view, they should do this. And what this is practicing is like, hey, here's my page layout, title, columns, articles, footer, something else. But when the user smashes the page down, we just go to flat bars to simulate tablet to mobile or desktop to mobile. So hints, please use hints. It's easiest to get the even white spacing by actually using a thick white border around the shape. So this is an actual like margin. This is just a border around this div, same with here. And then in order to use percentage width and not have them wrapped, you'll need to have the following CSS in your file. Did Bob talk to you about border box? Box sizing?
We just kind of focus on you.
Yeah. I'll second that, but let's give you a little bit more on it now. Make sure I don't get this wrong. So without border box, padding and border, I believe, are not equated into its width. So if I give a div a width of 300 and a padding of 10, it's now a width of 300 or with an extra 10 pixels, right? What we'd really like is if I say add 10 pixels of padding, I want my total width to be 310 pixels. By saying box sizing border box, that is taken into account. It's easier to space things out without losing your mind. So put this at the top of your CSS and then get started on this. Now in this case, you may start desktop first and then go to mobile because this is minimal CSS. Maybe an easier way to handle it because this is a pretty quick flip there. But let's spend a little time working on this. When you're done with this, you have the rest of the morning to work on Mario Pest Control and other exercises as applicable.
Did you see my message? You want to look at it?